After his landslide win in Nevada's Democratic caucus over the weekend, Bernie Sanders predicts he'll ride the momentum all the way to the White House.
We're not only going to win here in Texas on Super Tuesday, we're going to beat Trump in November.
While the president may relish taking on the Socialist Sanders as his opponent, the Democratic establishment is scared about the prospect of Bernie Sanders becoming their presidential nominee. And comments like this one on 60 Minutes about Fidel Castro and Cuba put Sanders back in the headlines.
It's unfair to simply say everything is bad. You know, when Fidel Castro came into office, you know what he did? He had a massive literacy program.
I don't think he can beat Donald Trump and keep a Democratic Senate, get a Democratic Senate and keep a Democratic House.
That concern has caused some Democrats running for Congress to distance themselves from Sanders and his socialist agenda, policies that are unlikely to win over voters in key congressional swing districts, including those Democrats won in 2018, and more conservative states. This Saturday, voters will be going to the polls in South Carolina. A new CBS News poll released Sunday shows Biden's lead in South Carolina narrowing over Sanders. Biden stands at 28% of likely Democrat voters, Sanders now at 23%. Biden's lead has dwindled since last October when it stood at 43%. The Democratic House Majority Whip, Congressman Jim Clyburn, doubts Sanders can keep the Nevada victory momentum going in his state.
This is South Carolina, and South Carolinians are pretty leery about that title, Socialist.
If they turn out, black voters could make the difference in the South Carolina primary vote. Touting his experience with the African American community, Biden made an appeal on Sunday at a black church in North Charleston.
You have in your hands the power, unlike any time in a long time, to determine who the next Democratic nominee will be.
And if Biden wins a narrow victory over Sanders in South Carolina Saturday, it may not be enough to slow Sanders down, with that huge Super Tuesday primary just 3 days after that. If Sanders wins a majority of those 14 states, there may be little that worrisome Democratic Party leaders or Sanders' opponents like Biden and others could do to stop him from rolling forward to the nomination. Gary Lane, CBN News.